Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? I am sure you are doing well. I welcome you to your eLesson comprehension part. This comprehension is from Unit 1, Elephants of your Oxford Progressive English, and it is Comprehension 4. Let's begin with sight words. Do repeat the words after me. The first word is gloomy. Gloomy means dim or depressing. Next, dejection. Dejection means a sad and depressed state. Next, deserted. Deserted means a place which is empty of people, or alone, neglected, left behind. Next, neglected. Neglected means suffering a lack of proper care. Next, grieving. Grieving means sadness or feel intense sorrow. Next, momentum. Momentum means the quantity of motion of a moving body. Some more important words. Next, misery, a state or feeling of great physical or mental distress or discomfort. Next, orphan, a child who has lost both parents through death and less commonly one parent, or a young animal that has been deserted by or has lost its mother. Next, herd, a large group of animals. Next, for the sake of means out of consideration or regard for a person or thing. Next, nuzzle means to cuddle or snuggle up, to play. Next, shriek means scream, yell and shout playfully. So students, those were our sight words. I hope you did repeat these words after me. Now you have to write down these words along with their meanings into your notebook. And also, yes, that's right, you have to use these words into sentences of your own as well. Alright, so students, what do you know about elephants? Okay, do you like elephants? Well, I really do like them. And also, what do you think elephants can do? Do you think you can tame an elephant to be a part of a parade? So let's have a look of page 19 of your Oxford Progressive English Comprehension, The Orphan, Elephant and Candy Perahera, Sri Lanka. Now open your Progressive English books, alright? And while we are reading this text, you must keep pencil in your hand and do underline the sight words while reading. So it's a two text together. I am going to tell you about Candy Perahera and then we will move towards our text about the orphan elephant. Kandy is a large city in central Sri Lanka. It's set on a plateau surrounded by mountains which are home to tea plantations and biodiverse rainforests. The Candy Perahera is an important and spectacular religious parade of drummers, dancers and decorated elephants which is held annually in Kandy in Sri Lanka. The Perahera is the one place where you could witness the elephant march. A herd of about 10 to 12 elephants are adorned with colorful costumes and taken across the road by mahouts. Mahout is a person who works with, rides and tends an elephant. Also, one of the elephants carries the casket with Buddha's tooth relic on its head. Now let's move towards our comprehension on page 22, the orphan elephant. Orphan means a child who has lost both his parents through death, and less commonly one parent, or a young animal that has been deserted by or has lost its mother. Paragraph 1. The Pinawala Elephant Orphanage in Sri Lanka, a baby elephant stands by himself. He is tied to a tree, although the rope which ties him is unnecessary because he is completely still with his head hanging low and his trunk curling on the ground. He is a picture of misery and dejection. So in first paragraph, they are telling about one orphan elephant who has been brought to the orphanage. Orphanage is a place where they keep the children who do not have any adults to take care of them. So this orphanage is for elephants and it is located in Sri Lanka. So the appearance of elephant they have described in this paragraph, and they have said that the elephant is really sad and gloomy, and he is though tied up with a tree, but if they'd have left him without tying, he wouldn't have gone anywhere because he was too sad to do anything. As he was the picture of misery and dejection, means a picture of sadness, depression and gloominess. Paragraph 2. Just 1 month before, he was brought to the orphanage by villagers who had found him alone and deserted, his body yellowed and neglected. Where was his mother? Perhaps the herd had lost the little elephant and she was now grieving for her baby, which she had carried inside her for 22 months before finally giving birth to him. Perhaps the herd had searched and searched for the lost baby and then been forced to move on for the sake of their own survival. Perhaps the mother had died. So in second paragraph, they have said that it has only been a month since that baby elephant has been brought to the orphanage. And then they are saying that when he was brought to the orphanage, he was really very weak and was not in a very good condition. They are trying to figure out and think about the reasons or possibilities that where the mother elephant could be. She might lost him and then looking for him as well. Maybe they tried a lot but they couldn't find him, and then they had to move on because even for their safety they need to keep moving, and maybe the mother somewhere is very sad and being very desperate for her baby, or it is also another possibility that she might be not alive anymore. Paragraph 3. Whatever the reason, the little orphan now stands by himself, even when led to the river where the other young elephants nuzzle him and splash each other with water. 10 months later, the scene has changed. At the orphanage, a group of baby elephants shriek excitedly as they are given their milk. Afterwards, they play in the river, running and splashing. In their midst is a black, well-fed, happy little elephant. The sad little orphan who stood silently by the tree with his trunk curled on the ground 10 months before has found a new life. So in paragraph 3, they are saying that maybe whatever the reason was, they have brought him to the orphanage and they're going to take care of him. And as the elephant is alone now and he has to stay alone like that, but over here with other small orphan elephants, he could be happy again. And with proper care made him better, and he changed for good, and he got very healthy and happy, and he was playing with the rest of the elephants. So that is how in the period of 10 months time the elephant's behavior changed, and he started loving his life again and started enjoying his life, and also he was healthy, happy again. So students, this short comprehension was again about an elephant. Since this one, unit number 1 is all about elephants, this comprehension was the orphan elephant, page 22. So I hope you enjoyed it. I would like you to read this and do underline the difficult words and do try finding their meanings. Now moving towards your reading for understanding. The orphan elephant, there are questions given from the comprehension. Now you have to attend first 4 questions. Number 1, explain how the baby elephant's behavior shows that he was distressed. So how it shows, if you read paragraph 1, so in paragraph 1 it has been explained that there is an orphan elephant brought to the orphanage, and then his behavior has been explained that he was extremely sad, that he was standing with his head bent down and his trunk curling on the ground, and he seems to be in extreme pain and sadness. This is how it shows that the elephant was in extreme distress. Now, question number 2. Why was the elephant's body yellowed when he was found? So, in paragraph 2, when you read first 2-3 lines, you figure out why. Because he was neglected. There was nobody there to take care of him, and he was too young to take care of himself. That is why his body was yellowed and he was neglected. So basically the neglection made it this way. 3. What suggestions does the writer make about what might have happened to his mother? Now again in paragraph 2, if you read it carefully, you would know that maybe she lost her baby, maybe she was looking for him, or maybe she had died, or maybe she had to move with the herd as for her own survival. So read it through and answer the question properly. Number 4. In what ways had the elephant changed 10 months later? Paragraph 3 explains all that very clearly. So this question you'll have to answer yourself. So students, these are the 4 questions from your very short comprehension from your Oxford Progressive English book, page 22, The Orphan Elephant. Read it through, write the meanings in your notebook, make sentences, and also write the answers of the given questions. I am sure it's going to be easy for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And also you have to read chapter 1 and chapter 2 of your novel Animal Farm. Into your next assignment, assignment 3, will be explaining the main characters, and we'll be reading from chapter 3 of the novel. I will see you next time into your next e-lesson. Till then, take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.